Hello library patrons, this is Kelsey at SPL. Today I'm going to show you how to do hairpin lace crochet. Despite the intimidating name, it's much easier than knitting. Right now I'm making ear savers to briefly demonstrate the technique, but it's also great for making scarves, wraps, and even blankets, if you're more patient than me. Since I'm left-handed, right-handed people may want to mirror my hands. The materials you'll need are a crochet hook, a loom, scissors, and yarn. I'm using a medium acrylic yarn that's left over from a previous project. Just about any kind works, so I pick my yarn based on softness and texture. Hairpin lace crochet lends itself well to long stripes, so we'll be using different colors to take advantage of that. The looms are adjustable, so you can control the width of your strips. The smaller your setting, the tighter your crochet will be, so if you're using thick yarn, you'll want to set it larger than I'm doing here. Larger settings and thinner yarn will give you a lacier product. Run the end of your yarn behind your frame, then cross it over and tie a regular knot like so. It should look like a figure 8. Take your crochet hook and slip it through the right loop of your figure 8 and catch the yarn and pull it through the loop, then catch the yarn again and pull it through. With your free hand, use your forefinger to keep some tension on the yarn. Flip your loom over and rotate your crochet hook to the front. If you're right-handed, you'd flip the loom the opposite direction. You're going to repeat what you did on the other side. Slip your crochet hook between the loop, catch the yarn and pull through, then over again and pull through and flip your loom again. For scarves, I usually do a single knot because they're faster, but a double knot is more visible on the camera, so I'm going to keep doing double knots here. If you make a mistake, remove the crochet hook and gently pull on your free yarn to undo the stitch. Hairpin lace was popular in the Victorian era. Before the loom, it was done on large, U-shaped hairpins, hence the name. From time to time, I'm going to stop and count my loops. My goal is 24 on each side of the loom because that's nicely divisible by 3. So I have 24 stitches and I'm done with this strip. Simply cut your yarn and draw through the last stitch, leaving yourself a little tail. Now that you're done, remove the bottom bar from your loom and slide the strip off and set it aside. Now I'm going to pick a different color for the next strip. As you can see, I'm not using a pattern, but the most important thing is that each strip is the same length. It's impossible to just eyeball the length of your strip while it's still on the loom. If you're making something larger, it's a good idea to keep track by tying a bit of string around the yarn at regular intervals, say every 25 loops. The first time I made a scarf, it ended up being 10 feet long. So unless you want a Doctor Who length scarf, I found 15 sets of 25 to be a good scarf length, or 13 sets of 25 for a child's scarf. Now it's time to join the strips together. You don't need the loom anymore, just the crochet hook. This is really quick and easy. Place the strips next to each other on a flat surface and make sure they aren't twisted. Use the hook to weave the strips together in sets of 3. If you make a mistake, just gently pull the loops apart. You may have a couple extra loops at the end, but don't worry, just weave them in. At the end, use the tail from one of the strips to tie it off. For the sides, just do the same thing, but weave the strip to itself in sets of 3. If you make this craft, please take a photo and share it. I'd love to see the pictures. This is Kelsey from the Sycamore Public Library. I hope to see you soon.